At 13, I moved into a home that wasn't mine with people who weren't mine except Jason. We weren't brothers, not by blood, but the world called us that anyway. The attic became our sanctuary, our secret cathedral where we whispered confessions under a threadbare blanket by flashlight. Each stolen night, something wild and untamable bloomed between us. Something that made my chest ache with a sweetness I couldn't name. Before I continue with the rest of the story, kindly do me a little favor. Please hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment your favorite part of the story below. I love reading your thoughts and reactions. They truly keep me going. Now, allow me to take a moment to appreciate you. Yes, you. Thank you for making us a 700-strong community. Each one of you is a pillar of strength, color, and courage. This journey wouldn't be possible without your love, your voice, and your presence. You are making the queer community proud, and I see every one of you. Your support is not just a number. It's a movement. It's light in the dark. It's love, loud and unashamed. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for standing with me. Thank you for being you. Now back to the story. Jason was fire and shadow, all sharp edges softened only for me. In the suffocating small-town air of Woodbine, Missouri, he was the only thing that felt real. When he looked at me, really looked at me, the rest of the world dissolved into background noise. We were just two souls recognizing each other across the void, learning that home wasn't a place. It was the way his laugh made my ribs vibrate, the way his presence filled every empty space inside me. Our first fight erupted like a storm in winter, supposedly over Sarah Mitchell and her honey gold hair. But when Jason's fist connected with my cheek in those frozen backwoods, when I shoved him hard enough to send him sprawling into the snow, we both knew this had nothing to do with her. This was about the way my heart stopped every time he walked into a room. This was about the electricity that crackled between us whenever we accidentally touched. "Why does it feel worse to lie to you than anyone else?" he whispered, sitting beneath the pine trees with snowflakes melting on his dark lashes like tears. His voice cracked on the words, raw and desperate. We stayed there until our fingers went numb, neither of us willing to break the spell. The bruise on my cheek faded, but the one branded on my soul remained. A permanent mark of wanting him so badly it felt like dying. The first kiss happened during a thunderstorm when I was 16, and God, it nearly destroyed me. We'd taken shelter in the old barn, climbing to the loft where hay bales created our own private universe. The storm raged outside, but inside, the air between us sparked with something infinitely more dangerous. When Jason leaned in, his eyes dark as midnight, I thought I might stop breathing entirely. His lips were velvet fire, tasting of peppermint and promises I was too young to understand. Lightning illuminated his face, and in that flash of white light, I saw my entire future written in his expression. Every kiss we'd never have, every touch we'd never claim, every word we'd never say. "This doesn't leave this room," he breathed against my mouth, his forehead pressed to mine, his hands trembling where they cupped my face. "Never," I whispered, but even as I said it, I knew this moment would live in my bones forever. Love like this doesn't hide. It burns through everything until there's nothing left but ash and wanting. The summer before his senior year nearly killed us both. We shared our first cigarette on the rooftop of an abandoned factory, the stolen pack burning between Jason's fingers like our secret burned between us. When he kissed me the second time, smoke curled around our mouths, and I swear I could taste his soul. "I might be leaving," he confessed, his voice breaking on each word. "College, far away." The world tilted. I couldn't breathe, couldn't think past the terror of losing him. "I don't know how to exist without you," I whispered, and meant it with every fiber of my being. We were moths circling each other's flame, drawn together by something cosmic and inevitable. We didn't name what we were, couldn't speak the words that would make it real and impossible all at once. But every touch was worship, Every stolen glance a prayer to a God who'd made us wrong for each other in every way that mattered. That August night in the field, under stars that seemed to pulse with our heartbeats, Jason kissed me like he was trying to memorize my taste. Fireflies danced around us like fallen stars, and when he whispered, "If things were different," I silenced him with my mouth on his, desperate and demanding. I didn't want different. I wanted him exactly as we were, forbidden and burning and beautiful in our destruction. We didn't cross every line, but we stood on the precipice, letting the heat consume us without letting the flames destroy us completely. Then he left without goodbye, and I shattered into 1,000 pieces. 2 years crawled by like centuries. I wrote love letters in blood and never sent them. Dated a boy named Kent who tasted like safety and felt like settling. But Jason lived in my veins, in the spaces between my heartbeats, in every dream that left me gasping his name into empty darkness. When I saw him again in that Chicago diner, I nearly collapsed. He was devastating, taller, broader, carrying new shadows that made him even more beautiful. We sat with cold coffee between us, and when he said, "You look good," his voice was whiskey and honey, and I remembered why I'd never stopped loving him. His hand brushed mine, reaching for sugar, and the contact sent lightning through my nervous system. We stared at each other across that table like we were the only two people left alive. I followed him home because I was helpless not to. In his Evanston apartment, we didn't cross lines we'd drawn years ago, but we erased every boundary that mattered. He held me while I cried, his fingers threading through my hair, his heartbeat steady against my cheek. In the silence, I heard every love song we'd never written, every promise we'd never made. At the cabin by Lake Superior, with gray water stretching infinite beyond the windows, Jason finally spoke the words that had been living in both our chests. "I never stopped loving you," he confessed, his voice raw with years of wanting. "Even when I tried to forget, even when loving you felt like drowning." We danced to our old playlist, barefoot on wooden floors, candlelight painting us in gold. Every movement was poetry, every touch a testament to the love we'd carried like a secret religion. When we slept in the same bed that night, it wasn't stolen or desperate or wrong. It was coming home. His hand in mine was forgiveness. His kiss was forever. We were no longer boys hiding love like contraband. We were men who had chosen each other despite every reason we shouldn't have. And this time we stayed. This time love won.